This was crazy. Wow. I like this. I like, playoffs, basketball, full swing, full swing. Warriors about to sweep the Nuggets. I mean, my Heat's about to sweep the Hawks. Embiid about to pass that broom on these Raptors. These playoffs have been excited from the get-go. But I want to go into this. I really want to go into this one because this one is a kick. This one takes the kick. This one takes the kick on everything else. This one takes the kick on everything else. I mean, Celtics has a 2-0 lead on the Nets. And people may say, okay, well, why you want to go through that? Why you want to talk about Celtics? I mean, it got so much to talk about. But why don't, I mean, because I want to discuss, should Celtics be afraid or encouraged by what they did? Should they actually be afraid that the Viper, that the Grim Reaper, that the Slim Reaper, that the bringer of death, the shadow of fear, the goal scorer, the goal monger, sorry, the basket scorer, the basket monger. Yeah, I got a football in me too. Yeah. Should they be afraid of Kevin Durant, KD? Because if you guys believe it, I don't believe KD has shown up to that season yet. Right? But for Celtics, I mean, you have to give them credit. And I want to see, what's the first reason why you think Celtics? You message in the tell me the 5 reasons or the 4 reasons you believe Celtics are up. And I will give you my first reason. Basically, Celtics are just a better team. Celtics are all better team. You know, they have Brown, they have Smart, they have Al Horford, they have Sun, they have White. You know, they just have players that can ball. They have players. Celtics are at least 10-man deep. 10-man deep, and not forgetting that Robertson is injured. And if Robertson was injured, I don't even believe this thing would have been close. Right? Celtic is doing a hell of a job. And that's why I believe, you know, I mean, number one, defense. They're playing Kevin Durant. Sometimes they bring 2, they bring 3, right? And then you had Brown, I think it was Brown. Was it Brown? I think it was Brown. Brown accepted the award for, I think it was Smart. Yeah, Smart. Yeah, Smart. I think it was us. I think it was Smart. He accepted the award. He got the award for, I think it was Defensive Player of the Year, and he deserved it. He has been playing crazy. I remember when he got that layup, he just put out his left hand. I just keep watching his left hand. I was like, he was amazed. I think that let them go that tied the series. And I mean that tied the game. I mean, game 1, game 2, we talk about both of them in succession here. So we're going to mix both of them, mix and mingle both of them, right? And KD has been horrible. I mean, the game 1, you not believe it if I told you that game 1, KD was better in game 1 than game 2, because KD had 27 points in game 2, but went to the line 20 times. KD had 23 points in game 1. KD, and I try to remember how long he went to the line, but KD didn't go to the line more than 16 times in game 1. So KD had a good game. KD had a better game in game 1. And then I would believe, according to Skip Bayless, KD was doing great on defensive end, and he was doing he was trying his best defensively. But this game, KD was not on the defensive end, although Tatum had only 19 points, right? Because I mean, Brown was trying. Brown, they were showing bodies at Tatum. They were showing bodies at Tatum. So Tatum had a rough time, but still, I mean, KD just wasn't the player. He just wasn't the guy. He just wasn't the guy. He just didn't show up. Where you had Patty Mills and Brown and Curry, and where you have your role players give you so much. They gave you so much. If you showed up with if either KD or Kyrie showed up with a 30-point game, that game was over, lights out, over. But KD and Kyrie, and mind you, I will not be talking in this video about Kyrie so much because Kyrie has never shown up in big spots. Kyrie has never shown up when it matters. I have never seen Kyrie. I never see Kyrie. I never could say, okay, Kyrie, guess what? I'm proud of you. You know? You understand? Right? I never see Kyrie to come and say, okay, in the big moments I could say, okay, Kyrie, I'm proud of you. Kyrie, you did a good job. Or Kyrie, I mean, yeah, I never seen Kyrie play anything. I mean, I've seen KD won championships for the Warriors, but I have never seen Kyrie live up to any pedestal. I never see Kyrie live up to Uncle Drew. Yeah, people say, okay, Kyrie are the best handlers in the game. Okay, Kyrie has mad skills. Okay, but what did that give Kyrie? No, guess what? LeBron gave Kyrie a ring. The only ring Kyrie has in his career up to now was because of LeBron James. And so I'm not gonna talk about too much about Kyrie this game. Trust me, I'm not gonna talk about too much about Kyrie. I mean, we have to say that this game was a masterclass. That defense just had Durant shook, and Durant doesn't miss free throws. If Durant goes up and to shoot 2 free throws, he may miss the last one, but oftentimes clutch the first one, clinch the first one easily, very easy. Durant doesn't miss free throws. So when I see Durant miss that 2 free throws, I was saying, they had Durant bodied. And Durant's not a physical guy. He's not a physical guy. He's not a strong guy. Yeah, he's a shooter, but he's not the strongest guy. He can't just keep taking blows after blows after blows. And this game was old-fashioned. Old-fashioned. I mean, this game was Bulls, Pistons, and Bulls and Pistons just letting that they just stick on that bad boy and just beat Jordan. Like, watch Durant got his, just me. He got beat down. Yes, and trust me. So, Jaylen Brown, you have to say that he came out clutch. He came out clutch. The fourth quarter. And that's the thing. These guys came back from 17 points down. These guys are now going to go into Brooklyn and believe that, guess what, we can do this. And mind you, they don't need to win the 2 games in Brooklyn. They just need to win 1. If they win 1, this series is over. And if they win game 3, this series is over. Because if they win game 3, Nets will win game 4. But game 5, call it a wrap. Call it a wrap. Trust me, this series is over. So I think the second reason, yeah, I mean, we talked about the defense, but I think the second reason they won, the crowd. The crowd. They have the atmosphere. They have the crowd going. I mean, they have the crowd, they have the momentum, and the crowd stuck with their players. I mean, I heard the chanting for Tatum to MVP, MVP, just to shoot two free throws, and they were chanting MVP because Tatum, although he had 19 points, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? He gave Durant a business. He gave Durant the thou shall not stop. You shall not stop. You shall not pass. I mean, Durant was putting up trees, and the guy was blocking trees. The guy was blocking trees. So I mean, this was incredible. I mean, Durant and Kyrie both combined for one out of 17 shots. 1 out of 17 in the second half. 1 out of 17. I think Durant had like 10 field goals, and none of them. You understand? None of them. None of them. None of them. 10 shots in the field, and none of them went in. And it's not that Durant was missing. Like, I hear people talk about Sean Sharp, talk about, oh, that was West booking, and no. Durant wasn't missing that hard, but like he was hitting the rim. He was hitting the back iron. He wasn't airballing. He was hitting the rim. So he was trying, but they just got to him. They just got to him. And that's just it. They just got to him. The crowd was amazing, and the fans soak it up, the players soak it up. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying that these guys they can play like that in game 3. I mean, Brown got his, Dragic got his, and while I see Dragic cooking, Brown cooking, Curry cooking, if Durant and Irving was just alive, just a little alive, I mean, say they hit maybe 6 out of the 17 shots, or maybe 7 out of the 17 shots. I mean, they were coming with the win. And I think that's the scary part. And that is what we should be afraid of. These 2 games could have been a massacre, a blood sport, if KD and Kyrie was balling. Because make no mistake, people will say that, okay, Kyrie went for 39 in the first game, so Kyrie was... No. Kyrie will go for 45 and 50. Kyrie could go and get himself 70 in a given night. Durant could go and get himself 70 in a given night. So no. I don't want to hear nothing about Kyrie. No, Kyrie wasn't balling. The crowd was in Kyrie head. They were walking around in Kyrie head rent free. I mean, he flipped off the crowd and all. Yeah, they were walking. I mean, come on. Kyrie didn't play his game. Because the last shot, if Kyrie had played his game, Kyrie would have gotten the Kyrie we know, Uncle Drew, he would have gotten that separation, and he would have put up that deuce and game, set, match, game 1. But he couldn't do it, so he had to pass back to Durant. Because why? The crowd was in his head whole night. The crowd was the 6th man on the field. The crowd was the 6th man on the court. The crowd was on the court. Every shot he missed, the crowd let him know. And I really believe Kyrie, he's shocked. He's in shock. He's dazed. No man's land right now. So I don't know if he will get back into it in Brooklyn. I don't know. I don't. But Kai goes there, bad mood. Kai's a moody guy. Eh? Kai's like a moody guy. So when he's in a bad mood, I don't know. We don't know what Kai will show up. We don't know what Kai will show up. Trust me. We don't know how Kai will show up. Yeah, the crowd was a factor. I want to say the third factor. You know, you know what was the third factor? Other crowd was a factor. You know what was the third factor? Um, I mean, the third factor has to be this guy. This guy is a coach that works. He worked for his position. He deserves his position. He is a coach. He knows how to play. He knows basketball. He knows the game. He can teach the game. Steve Nash had a career that was a failure. He didn't win no ring. He was a failure. I don't care about the MVPs. And they make it was 2 back-to-back MVPs, just like Jokic would be a failure. Steve Nash was a failure. Steve Nash was a failure. And Steve Nash got this coaching job just based on who he is, right? Who he is to the NBA. Steve Nash doesn't deserve this job. Steve Nash cannot do this work. Steve Nash, when Kyrie said when they hired Steve Nash that we don't really need a coach. I understand where Kyrie was coming from. When Kyrie said we don't really need a coach, I think I get him. I really do get him, like, because he doesn't respect Steve Nash. What can Steve Nash teach Kyrie? Kyrie's a better player than Steve Nash ever could be. What can Steve Nash teach Kyrie Irving? Kyrie Irving learned from LeBron James, the greatest player in the NBA history. What can Steve Nash teach Kyrie Irving? Please tell me. Less than 10 seconds to go. Less than 10 seconds to go. Please call the timeout. Call the timeout. Call the timeout. You up 2. Call the timeout. Set your defense. Why you have Bong, Steph, and Dragic inside there, and you up 2. You up 2, and you have these 3 guys, 3 guys, 3 guards, 3 guards. You up 2, you have 3 guards. Call a timeout, bring in players, defend the play, make it hard for them. You lost game 1 because you are not a good coach. Next mistake. Let's examine where this guy is not a good coach. Next mistake. Blake Griffin, DMP, LaMarcus Aldridge, DMP. Why? These are 2 bodies that you will need. You need these 2 bodies to help you defend. You need these 2 bodies. You need them just to take up minutes for Drummond. You need LaMarcus Aldridge. He has great passing skills. You need that. You need a center that can drive in the paint and kick out that ball to the open man, who can see the open man. You need that. Tell me why. Tell me what and why. Tell me why. You see your team went down. You see Celtics going on a 23-4 run, and you went call you went write up a play. You went stop the clock to write up a play. Then went on a 11-2 run, 11-2 run before he actually called a timeout. 11-2 run before he actually called a timeout. He's not a good coach. He has not worked for everything he has achieved in his life. But the next coach on the next hand, but this guy has worked. This guy knows what he's doing. He's talking to his players. He has turned around a bad situation. He has learned on the job. Talk about black excellence. Talk about that young man. You're not a young man, but he's a coach. He's a very good coach. He knows what he's about. And the reason why, trust me, I can never see Celtics losing this series is because why? They have a proper coach. They have a proper coach. You need to have a proper coach. In these things, you need to have a good coach. You need to have a coach who gets it. You need to have someone that understands the magnitude of the situation, that understands the players he has, that understands what he needs to do. This coach, Nash doesn't get that. Nash doesn't understand he has KD and Kyrie, and he needs to get Kyrie to sit down, shut up, and let me draw the play. Let me draw the play to get you open. He can't draw plays. I said that ISO balls. I said that ISO. Okay, my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. I bad, you bad, I bad, you bad. Okay, what should I go do? Uncle Drew got it. Uncle Drew got it. Okay, I'll have fun. I'll welcome. I'll welcome. Come. I'm gonna dance with them. I'm gonna dance with. Oh, I'm gonna just put up a shot there. Oh, and the announcer says, what a difficult shot. Bang. Not, I mean, come on. Come on. And then, Kitty, can you do it now? Your turn now. Here's the ball. Your turn now. Your turn now. I bet as I saw, as hero ball. Hero ball. I mean, Jog just free for a layup. You understand? Just about 12 seconds in the game. Jog is free for a layup. You pass the ball to Kevin Durant. Why? Why didn't you just pass it to Jokic? Free layup. Thank you. It's a 3-point game. Thank you. Make it hard on them. Make it hard on them. But no, because the coach can't call plays. And that's why I think that's why they may lose this series, because they may lose it because the coach is not that good. I really believe that and you know, I mean, by right, I mean, Celtics coach, he's physical. I mean, the players on they feel it. I mean, Bong was like, Bong was just saying like this game was physical. I mean, you understand? I mean, they took them down. They stick it on the shoots and they keep driving on the shoots and yeah, it was brutal. It was a brutal game. I mean, that is what the NBA is about. Because sports is a physical thing. Basketball not tennis. And I hated the regular season because they play it like tennis. You need contact. You need to touch somebody. You need to push somebody. I mean, come on. The fans come to see blood, sweat, and tears. Give us blood, sweat, and tears. You know? And I'm telling you now, this is why these boys are going to take it home. This is why these boys are going to take it home. These boys have heart. These boys have heart. And my phone keep going off and on, Twitter buzzing and I mean, check out my Twitter page, check out my Instagram page, eat sports, so eat sip sports. I mean, the NBA playoffs, we in it, We are in it, trust me. Um, we have a lot more videos coming your way. We keep track of the playoffs. Any nice things happening. Currently, I mean, I made a bet that Minnesota um beating beating um beating Grizzlies, and I guess I was wrong. I guess I was wrong. hmm I guess I was wrong. Right? Yeah, but these boys have hot. These boys are Hartford. I mean, he's doing his best. He's shooting some trees. He had 16 points that game. He gave Kelly that business. Every time Brown had Kelly in a trap, Al Hartford came, second man help. Tatum had him, Al Hartford came, second man help. And he fought out that game. But when he fought out that game, I was like, okay, the job was already done. The job was already done. Understand? Understand? I was singing, and the punishment already done. You understand? The punishment was already handing out. The punishment was done. The punishment was, it was done. I have fun. And these boys have fun. I remember these boys was there. Was it 2019? These boys gave LeBron the fight of his life. Went to game 7. Game 7. But LeBron is great, so LeBron won the series. I think it was 2019, 2019 or 2018. And LeBron won the series. I mean, but these boys have hot. These boys, they have hot. I mean, right now, Lakers may be looking foolish because Lakers may be watching them and say, okay, these guys stuck with the players for five, for 5 years, 6 years, and everybody was saying, okay, they need time, they need time, they need time. I remember my friend was saying, but when these boys will go up last year, when they got knocked out, my friend was saying, but when these boys will go up, when these boys will go up, when will they go up? They're going up now. They're going up right in front of our very eyes, and they're taking care of the business. They're taking care of the best scorer in the league, the best shooter in the league. You understand? The Grim Reaper. You understand? I mean, come on, the chain sniper, the bringer of death, the creeper in the night, the shadow of baskets. These boys taking care of business. I mean, I just have to say they take care of business. And for me, my question, my main question tonight: can Celtics really win this series? Can Celtics win this series? Let's tie it up 2-2 and 2-2 and take one in the Garden and lose the next one and then take that home. Will that happen? I mean, let's bring that series to 7 games. I don't know. But what I could tell you that is that, I mean, these boys, they showed up. Tatum, he's a superstar. And he's a superstar just because when he pulled up and he turned around and he let go that ball for Brown. And Brown shoot that 3-pointer. Everybody went raucous in that stadium. He could have taken the layup. He could have drive it in, take the layup, and trust me, he would have got fall. So you'll be and one. But he stopped, match the bricks, turn around, and shoot that ball. I mean, and pass that ball. I mean, that is a superstar. He played a superstar game, and his defense was unbelievable, unbelievable, unbelievable. I mean, congratulations to the Celtics. They have a 2-0 lead. Can they continue it? Can they hold it off? Can they win? I mean, next is the team everybody picked to win it all. Next is the team everybody picked to win it all. Celtics played unbelievable basketball to be team basketball, true basketball, how the game, they play the game, and I will quote LeBron James, they play the game the right way, never cheat the game. But I don't know, I don't know if they could hold on to it. I don't know if they could win. But if I gotta bet my money on Celtics, let's see what let's see what this is. Let's see what happens during the season. But if I gotta tell you guys, Celtic looks like they look like the team. They look like the team. They look like the guys. Yeah, I mean, Celtics look like the team. So tell me what you think. Tell me if Celtics can win this series. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, for me, I think Celtics can do it. I think Celtics can do it. And that's eat, sleep, sports. That's our topic today. That's our discussion today. I hope you loved it. I hope you loved. I hope you liked. I really hope you enjoy this. I enjoyed it. I enjoy making these videos. I do this for the love. I do this for the fun. I mean, I always wanted to be a content creator. I mean, I got like a whole family. I got like brothers, um, my cousins, all of them in the background. They're just waiting for me to get some more subscribers, and they'll say like, okay, they'll jump on the train and help me out. And when they come in and help me out, we will have a whole different kind. We will have a debate videos, different shows and different things like that. So I'm just waiting for my viewership, of the viewership to go up, the subscription to go up, and once that goes up, I mean, trust me, this channel is here to stay. It is here to stay. It is great. So again, if you know, then you should do. If you already did, then you already knew. Peace, love, bless. We out.